Alright, good. Good morning, you guys. Hey, what's up, Jay? Good morning. We're excited about today's run. I think today's gonna be like way more interesting than yesterday. Yesterday I was really surprised that the difficulty didn't scale any higher than that. Why would I put it on the knuckle sandwich? I put wood lamat on the knuckle sandwich. I have such a long day today. I have to do well the stream, and then I have to record something after the stream. It's gonna be so much work. It's gonna be a long day, man. Tomorrow, I think we're really gonna do a tier list Sunday, man. It's gonna be very chill. I can't wait. I think we'll do 3 of them. I think we'll do Commander tier list, Job tier list, and then maybe Monster Design tier list too. And good morning, Jorgen. I'm back already? Yeah, I'm just 15 before, like... 8 a.m. is like, it's technically my streaming start time, but like realistically, it's more like... it's more like within an hour range of that. So sometimes I start at 7, sometimes I start at 9. It depends whenever I wake up. That's a new neighbor. Pretty sure my old neighbor used to have a bunch of shit. It's so white in there, man. I'm getting blinded. This looks like almost a regular modern house. What were we playing? Picto? Yeah, I think we're playing Picto. Oh, I guess we're blonde today. Oop, wrong place. Ilmate. I wish it was under Mordona in the order. Because like the way I use... I favorite every single like position of the deep dungeons, but then the way it's... Like it used to be in the release order by pure coincidence. So like, you know, PUTD, Evan on High, EO. But because Mordona is always at the bottom, now it's like PUTD, Evan on High, PT, EO. It's fucking with my brain. God damn, it's dead this morning. Usually there's, you know, at like 3 a.m. Usually there's a bunch of people there. Yeah, dude, I was talking to the NPC. Apparently this guy tells you, dumps all the lore on you. You can ask him about every single monster. That's a good boy. Look at him. That's like a university student. Dead content now? Sure. PT, I think PT will take a very long time to die. I think it's gonna be the most queued dungeon, maybe even more than PUTD. In that regard, it's a success. Now, I think though, actually the biggest reason it's a success is the challenge log though. Like I think what's gonna keep this place alive for a very long time, I think, is this. Like this challenge log. There's people that love weeklies and dailies and MMOs. This will keep the people coming back. Clearly, I don't even know how. Like, does that mean you have to pass 70? So then that means you would have to start a run at 50. Well, I guess it's one in every. I guess technically you just have to do like a weekly run, and you get everything. This is when DD and PvP becomes most alive, bro. What even? I haven't done PvP in such a long time. And I love PvP. Oh, it's the shit map today. But if it's the shit map today, that means it's the seal rock after. Yeah, it's the shit map. The one they reward, but then it's still bad. Well, okay, so AP. If I'm not wrong, I was reading yesterday on the Discord. If I'm not wrong, you cannot get any more aetherpool once you reach 71. So technically, and I'm sorry, 61 today. So technically, I have only one more day. One more set of aetherpool gains. Then after that, that's it. After that, all I'm getting is from the bosses. So right now I'm at 50, right? Something like that. 51, 57. Assuming we get +5. Plus like 3 from the boss something. I think after this set I'm gonna be at like 60, 65. And then we probably get like 3 per boss after that. So 70, 80, 90. So sorry, no, 80, 90. So that would be like we're gonna get close to 70, 70 by the end, I think. This set and the next set I would expect to be the hardest ones we'll have to do. Oh, I forgot to run an ad. Sorry, let me run an ad right now on Twitch. Just to prevent it from happening in the set. Oh, it just ran one automatically. Okay, well, whatever. No, I think I got a lot, actually. Because my blind run on Paladin, like my day one run, my aetherpool was bad. Like, it was really bad at this point. Like, if I compare... Well, you know, it's not like I have a big sample size, to be fair. Like, I basically have two runs from one aetherpool. And I don't even reset... I've never reset my aetherpool in the other deep dungeons, so that's like... I have literally a sample size of 2 and nothing else. But just for comparison, my Paladin run at this point was at... We're entering 61. My Paladin run at this point was at... 39, 38. So I'm plus 12, plus 19 compared to my Paladin run. So that's a lot. I'm like way higher than my Paladin was at this point. Did I 1 to 99? You ended up with 80. Dang, that's a lot. 80 feels lucky. Like starting from 1. But yeah, my Paladin at this point was at 39, 38. So probably my Paladin entering the next set was probably at like 45. If I double check. Yeah, my Paladin entering the next set was 46, 58. Wow, I got a shit ton of aetherpool. And the 60s on my Paladin. Well, maybe I'm gonna get like 20 aetherpool and that's it. I mean, maybe you guys are right, but like that's the set that gives you the most. Can't wait to see my job tier list. It seems like picked on some operator. So, my job tier list that I'm gonna do tomorrow. Keep in mind, first of all, there's not really a reason to play a job over another one in PT because like it's just your own comfort level. That's by far the best thing. But second of all is Like, let's say, for example, there you mentioned 2 casters, right? Picto and Summoner. But honestly, in my tier list, I don't even think I would put Picto and Summoner like a different tier. Like, in my tier list, I think I'm going to be judging the jobs mostly about their, like, archetype, right? So it'd be like, I'll say, like, okay, all casters are like this. And I think all casters are S+. And then I'll say, like, okay, all melees are like this. And then all melees are probably S, right? But I don't think I'd actually be really comparing, let's say, Picto to Summoner. Because, like, yes, they have small differences. But I don't think these differences really matter for the context of a tier list. So we'll see. I mean, I'll probably just get the groove of doing it while I'm doing it. But I don't think it's gonna be. I mean, it's nice that I want to make the tier list because I want to have a tier list of every deep dungeon. You know, I don't want to like not have one for PT. But I think, like, you know, between you and me and the 30 viewers, I think it's gonna be the least interesting tier list out of all the deep dungeons. It's gonna be very straightforward, I think. Now the Pomander tier list. Now that's the real shit. That's the one I'm excited to do. That's the one that I really want to do, bro. So we can say good things about purification, right? Oh yeah. Anyway, let's begin. I believe we have 2 raisings, which means I'm gonna raise this set and next set. Samurai is at the top not because of any of its actual strength or weakness, but just because of dynamic carry on the floor is goated. It feels so good. I can't wait to make the tier list, and then I can already tell that I'm gonna put Samurai as a melee below, let's say, Picto as a caster, and people will not shove about it in the YouTube comments, bro. I can already see it. The Samurai love is like is very high, but it's a melee, man. Like, it's a melee. I can't love a melee compared to a caster in there. Pomander Trail is goated. I can't wait to do a Pomander Trail. It's gonna be great. I can't believe I've never analyzed the Pomanders. Light sweep though. Stun is nice, but on melee specifically, I think the long cooldown, with the fact that you're like a high DPS job, it almost works against you because it means you don't have your stun every single fight you take. So I think it's very easy on a melee to die because you think your stun's up, but it's not. I feel like stun on tank is more reliable than melee, just because it's a shorter cooldown, but also your own damage kind of makes the stun line up on everything. If you're gonna like use it on everything. Nothing motivated you until you saw purification. I love purification. My favorite pom. Alright. Let's get started for real. And yes, we shall do a raising. So what I have to do a damage check there. I think this is gonna be a really big spike in damage compared to yesterday. Can't believe you died to Rod Slide Guy for the first time yesterday. I told you, bro. Rod Slide Guy is like, he just catches you off guard because you don't know how wide it is, or like it's wider than you think, or like he displaces you with the telegraph. I do think it's the most dangerous monster in this entire place. I really think it. Alright. Wait, so alright, everything's in order. Let's go. Okay, So I think damage is gonna be very high. Vanity still has more kills on you. Is that true that you can't LOS Vanity, by the way? I heard that, but I didn't really see it. Oof, okay, that's a lot of damage, but we're like, this is still way below the other deep down, so it's not that bad. I just have to like play around it, but I mean, we're a long way from Heaven and High, still. You're pretty sure you can? I mean, if you can LOS it, I don't think it's that bad. Because you know when you pull the Vanity, like, you know for a fact 100% that in 5 seconds you're getting a donut or a cross. That's why it doesn't really scare me. Okay, this is probably the highest damage monster. Maybe in even the whole place, honestly. I want to see how much he does. Go on, do it. Tankbuster? Okay, yeah. This is probably one of the highest damage things we're going to be fighting, so we just have to be careful. We have to be very careful not to pull a frog, by the way. I could as easily die to that. So now the next question is, am I gonna feel pressured by time? I don't think so. This feels about the same amount of damage I'd be doing to like the 60s in Heaven on High. Oh, that hurt. Yeah, we gotta be careful with the frogs. 2 of them kill me like instant if I pull. So I can't like go in a room. I have to be careful. Holy shit, that hurt. Timeouts are unreal in PT. I heard. So in my guide, I kind of said timeout is not real too. And I definitely think timeout is not real if you have like any experience. I've heard of people timing out in PT. Like I've heard it of people saying like, oh, they timed out. I kind of hope I can see a VOD of someone timing out just so I can see how it even leads to that. Like in my opinion, you can't time out unless you do something like very wrong. But like I mean like the deep down, like you're doing something that's like fundamentally wrong, you know? Because even if you don't choose your palm, I don't really see how you time out. Like the only way I see someone timing out is if you actively don't pull monsters because you're checking a guide on all tabbing at the same time, right? Or you are going so incredibly out of your way checking every room, every floor, right? But like that's it. Even if you use no palms, I don't really see how you're gonna time out. Because when I say use no palms, I mean like you use what you find in chest. You know, I mean basically you're sitting on 3 of everything, and you just use what you find in chest. Yeah, like that's exactly what I think is happening. I think it's people that they hesitate too much. So like because I was having discussions about like commander time management. Because there's people that say I should teach commander time management, but like I would be surprised if I watched a VOD and I would be like, oh, that person timed out because they didn't manage their time. But I feel like I would see a VOD of someone timing out and I'd be like, oh, that person timed out because they took 2 minutes every time they pull something, right? But then in a way, then yes, using commanders better could have helped, but it's not really the root of the issue, you know? Well, that still is gonna be great. I mean, if I just get stealed on these 4, they're gonna be free. It's only without steal that the pulls are gonna be a bit risky. When I say risky, I mean like risky if I pull more than one. Right? 1v1, I don't think we're gonna really be at a risk of anything. I flew. I did Necro last night. Congrats. Well, you honor it because you have no sound, but congrats either way. I put my real webcam and sign it to you in the end sign language if I could. DD Crow changed service. Pilot, where's the pilot? Where's the fin pilot in service? Well, I guess the eel thing is gonna help there. Well, help. I mean, it makes sense so I don't have to use potions. Basically. The riot. Call a friend service. Bro, when my brother did a Necro, I was behind him for the last 2 sets coaching him the whole time. And a good thing I was, because he would have never made it otherwise. No, well, he would have made it, no, with another run probably, but on his first run, he wasn't making it without me behind him. I still remember when he got to 190 for the first time, I told him, I told him like verbatim, you will die on the first blue bomb. And he told me, no, I won't. But I told him, no, you will die on it. Keep your invuln. Be ready to invuln. And then, you know, he pulls the boss. No surprise, he dies on the first blue bomb. Classic first time 190 player thing to do is you attack the blue bomb too quick. And then it starts blowing up, but you're not ready to actually go all in on it with your damage. And then it kills you with its explosion, right? I don't know if I made a big deal enough out of the blue bomb on my guide. I probably did, but dying on like the first blue bomb on 190 is such a classic PUTD like first attempt failing thing to do. I'm out. Third Devo. I hope I find my raisins. I hope I find a lot of raisins because I want to do a shit post on the 80s, but I'd rather do it with a raisin in the bag. $171, 200 DD speech experience. It is. And so is, I mean, I should be using my shit, bro. Like, there's no reason to sit on everything like that. What was I saying? Yeah, Peach, PUTD endgame is Peach. Evan I also is pretty Peach, in my opinion, endgame. EO is like this very sick 61-80 stretch, but then kind of lame, a lame endgame, in my opinion. I'll just purity, whatever. I love checkpoints in PvP, man. There's so many challenge runs I want to do in there, but then the climb is so boring, man. It's a bit less bad with infinite potions, but it's still really boring. Yeah, exactly. Why is your name orange, Doctor? Usually it's purple. Is that even in your control? Like, do you even decide when you're switching it? You changed it. You can change it. I don't even know you can change it. Oh, the frog. Wait, she's gonna kill me. Not even close, bro. I was playing like I was Captain Aetherpool. Okay, well. The only reason I didn't die is because it didn't get the attack on me at the same time as the tank buster. And who cares about flight? I have a transformation. Yep, if he attacked me at the same time, I was dead there. Well, I was dead with raising. You dislike 100 to 150 of PD is almost as much as 140. Okay, no, for me, it's not even close, though. The thing with PTD is, like, scoring is kind of fun on these floors. So, like, it's kind of... It saves it for me a bit. But honestly, even with that in mind, even if I was not scoring, I would rather climb 100, 150 than 140 EO. I mean, when's the last time you saw me start at floor 1 of EO for a challenge run? I will find every single excuse possible to start 21 in EO. Even if I do a run where I really want to have, like... Even when I do DD the challenge where I need 3 dreads, even then I start at 21. Because I'm like... Fuck this, bro. I don't want to start at 1. You know, we'll find the dreads. It's gonna be fine. Up to which set can tank seed mechanics? If I'm not wrong, with steel on tank, or even without steel, I think you can tank most telegraphs up to 60. Then I think 61, 70, you survive with steel, but I'm not sure. I think you survive everything with steel except this guy. But you can probably check out like Angelus VODs because he specifically tested that kind of stuff. Holy shit, Potch is doing no damage to me. I forgot to remove it, but it doesn't matter. It's him, Forgiven Rock Slide, the most dangerous monster. Imagine having a badass name, but then everyone just refers to you from the name of your ability. Hello. Well, I'm really stacking up that aetherpool right now. To be fair though, I'm pretty confident we clear what we have already, so... It'd just be nice to get more aetherpools. This way I don't have to grind as much of it. Devo, sure. Two Devos on one floor, okay. I got a speedrun seed, dude. Any advice for Monk? For pulling the monsters, I would say just try and hug the walls and then pull anything that's like on the edge of the rooms. That alone is enough to pull, I don't know, like let's say 80% of the monsters. And then for the rest, I would either use Feint, use Howling Fist in combat. So like basically have a monster low against you, then use Howling Fist to pull something in the room with it. Or use one of your cooldown. Like I think you have 2 cooldowns at this level that give you an ability when you use them. You could also pull a monster with them, with those. It shouldn't be that bad. It shouldn't be that bad, honestly. Fuck, man. I just will fly. I should have Fluent Fortune. That's my last chance to get silver. That give me evil. I'm sailing on them for no reason. Yep, it doesn't. Steel doesn't need to do damage to pull something. It just needs to basically, well, do something on the monster. So even on a tank, if you provoke on a tank, that will pull a monster. Alright, we're out of the frog hell. So that was probably the hardest part of that set. So we should be smooth sailing now. No, there's no requirement when you're alone. Like when you're queuing alone, there's nothing that prevents you from going with one aetherpool if you want. Though, like I will say, I mean, this is a challenge, but I don't think I greatly overestimate how difficult this would be. This is really easy. I think my Paladin was really unlucky. Plus, I was blind, so like that gave me the impression that this would be really hard. But this feels more like a regular run, honestly. Zero to go with Astro. I'm sure I could do it too. I mean, starting from zero. Like, if we're talking zero the whole run, I think zero to pull for the whole run would be interesting, but it would be such a pain in the ass to set up that I don't really want to do it. It would be fun, but then it's like, how the hell would I even do this? Like, I would have to do the sets, and then after every single set, I would have to like grind grips in a second file, so that I can then trade it, then go back in my original file. Like that's not like a nightmare to set up. I'm not sure I want to go down that rabbit hole. Like, I guess the best thing I could do probably would just be to... I'm not dealing with that. Like, probably the best thing I could do about it would be to just trade whenever I have 10. And then if I have like 3, like 5 plus 3s, whatever, right? But then I don't know, like the reason I don't want to do that is because then it's not really a zero to full challenge if I do that. I don't know if I'm getting that mimic in time. Nope, I'm not. Unless this kills, but I don't think it does. Well, I'll just remove that. Where did my damage go, bro? But yeah, when I traded my aetherpool down to 0, sorry, I tried going to 71 and it let me do it, and I got one shot by a monster, so... Take the loss from EO. That guy's nothing, dude. This is nothing compared to a Neo mimic. He's still got a long way to learn. Alright, mud ball, please. Nice. Okay, let's have blue. Just try and generate some silvers. One ball. Wow, I still could have died there. I would have died to a landmine, I'm pretty sure. It would have stacked up the damage. That's never happened to me yet, but this will happen to me someday where I die to like a landmine while I'm rolling. It's not a matter of like if it will happen, it's a matter of when it will happen. Like, but you know what I wish? I wish I could configure the aetherpool. Wow, it didn't pull. Okay, but now it pulled. Weird. What was I saying? Yeah, I wish what I could do is I could set the armor at 0, but the weapon at 99. Because I really wish I could do a run where I have like insane damage, but everything also does insane damage to me. Unfortunately, I don't even think there's a way to set that up. Like, I don't think you could even set that up if you wanted. But that is my dream of doing the ultimate glass cannon challenge, right? where every monster kills me, but then I also kill every monster. Alright, time for the longest looting you've ever seen. I think aetherpool needed changes in Heaven on High. Like, I think it's long overdue for an aetherpool switch up. I think he needed changes when it released in 2TD even. Like, it's... I don't really like the aetherpool system at all. I mean, if I keep getting Devo, I'll use Devo. Don't mind if I do. One more road-like aspect. I mean, the votive is a good start. I think the votive is a good idea. It's just like... It's just in... It's like in the wrong deep dungeon. I wish we had the votive in PUT instead. Because it kind of like... It has cool effects, but you don't really use them as much there. What was that? Currency. Alright. So we have lifesteal. We got altar. Let's just have blue. Would be cool if the quantum mechanic worked like PT, bro. Every time I see that comment, I'm like, God, you have no idea how much I've complained about that. Dude, when they showed up like the quantum in the live letter, I was instantly a doomer about it. I was so angry. I was like, if you go back in my YouTube channel and you watch the very first like announcement of PT, as soon as they announced quantum, I was like, I hate this, dude. I hate this thing. Because I think they talked about the offering system too. I think that they showed up the offering system on the very first like live letter as well. As soon as I saw that, I was like, I can't believe they're gonna have a raid fight with the modifiable difficulty, but then the deep dungeon won't have it. And then I was like, part of me was like, okay, maybe this is cope. Like, maybe this is actually going for both the deep dungeon and the place. Well, I think deep down I knew that. Deep down I knew this was just for the raid, not the deep dungeon. Hey, what's up, Victoria? How was Quantum? I enjoyed my time, mostly because of the group. The fight itself, I think visually it's not that great. It doesn't it doesn't have a unique soundtrack either. And I don't think the mechanics are that fun. So like the fight itself, pretty meh. The group I was with though, very cool. It was very fun raiding with Zeri, Ellie, and Uvi. We might even do the Savage right here together, the next one. Well, let me put it that way. I'm not doing the next Savage right here unless I'm doing it with them. I was with a static. I did the last one with another static, but I told them I'm not doing it this time. Like, so for me, it's basically, if I don't do it with them, I don't do it, period. The only thing that sours it is the lack of any incentive to do it more than once. Are you talking about Quantum, Zafir? You're talking about Quantum, right? Like the fact that you don't have to do more than once? Yeah. I mean, I agree, because when we killed it, I was like, I'm free. And then the group asked, do we want to do another kill? And I was like, why? No, but like, I don't think the only reason to do content should be the reward, right? Like, if someone enjoys Quantum, I think they can just do a bunch of Quantum if they want. Nah, but you are right that there's like no reason to do it more than once. But then at the same time, I wouldn't want like a title that's just killed it 15 times and then that's it, right? So there's a bit of a monkey paws wish, I think. Like I think the best solution would be it as a chase drop that you can sell for like very well. It would be expensive, right? Like the fight should have had a a very rare mount that you can sell, but then it only drops, I don't know, 5% of the time, right? I wouldn't really have liked it if it was just some achievement that's like kill it 10 times. I wish I could fortune on these floors where I'm transformed. That's unfortunate. Fail, you'll mount. I probably would have bought it, even if it was really expensive. Yeah, that was an idea I had yesterday too. Like, a way to make your aetherpool weapon glow, and then, but like the only way to do it is an item you get from Quantum. And then just make it tradable and rare, so then people can buy it too. It's very interesting because Variant Dungeon and Criterion is exactly like Pilgrim's Traverse and Quantum when you think about it. Like, so Variant I really liked Variant Dungeon, the one I did, Allo Allo Island or whatever. I really liked it. But then when I finished it, I was like it technically is the lead up to Criterion, but like realistically that was the end for me because I don't have a group and I like doing it solo. So that was like Criterion is like, it's basically connected, but then it's this whole other piece of content that I don't care about. But then deep down, I was like, man, I wish there was a hard mode Variant Dungeon. But like an actual hard mode Variant Dungeon where like the fights would have been challenging inside of it. Because Criterion isn't really a hard mode Variant Dungeon. It's its own thing. I mean, I can't do it alone, right? So, and the Variant Dungeon, sorry, the Criterion has no puzzles in it, and Variant Dungeon is a much more puzzle-focused place. So the way this works is it's almost the same as Pilgrim's Traverse, right? Because like if you do Pilgrim's Traverse, which is objectively way easier, and it is way easier. They said it was gonna be way easier because it's basically the lead up to the Quantum fight, but then if you want to do a harder deep dungeon, you're kind of screwed because it's not like the Quantum is the evolution of it. It's just like a something else that is harder. So like Criterion and Variant, I feel like they have a lot of similarities with Quantum and Pilgrim's Traverse. Yeah, but the bosses being the same, this is exactly like Quantum. The boss being the same, it doesn't mean anything. Because you don't do Variant Dungeon for the boss. You do it because you want to solve the puzzles, right? Like, that's the interesting part. Like, the rest of it is basically just filler content while you're solving the puzzle. So then even if Criterion is the same bosses with a harder difficulty, I mean, it's not really the same thing. Like, plus you can't even do it alone. Like, I would have expected a hard mode Variant Dungeon to be, let's say, more difficult puzzles, but with, like, more difficult encounters between them. Well, that was a long 4. Ooh, fight. I don't know why you're excited about a side on the floor that I've finished, but let me actually go south and check all these chests. I have time. Intuition for the people. You didn't do Variant alone either. You did with the same group you did Criterion with. Again, it's the same as Quantum when you think about it. You can totally do Pilgrim's Traverse with 4 people, and then you just like all go to the Criterion after. Well, you're right, but I think what they did with Criterion Variant is what they inspired them to do with Pilgrim's Traverse. I think the idea came from there. Oh yeah, we might time out. Totally. There. We're now even closer to timing out. Quantum should have been an add-on to Var and Dungeon, but no, but now it's the same problem. You're just moving the problem to another thing. Quantum should have been just Quantum, right? Like, should have just been the patch is the same, except there's Quantum and Deep Dungeon. Like, to me, that's how it should have been. Should have been 2 pieces of content. Now, of course, they didn't do... Like, I know why they did it that way, right? It's just they wanted to reuse the assets. And then that way they don't have to actually make the assets again for something else. But like, given infinite time and money, I would have much rather Quantum was just its own thing. A bit like chaotic, basically. Like, imagine, I guess chaotic is another example. Like, imagine if chaotic was like, imagine if chaotic was something you unlock by doing, I don't know what's a good example, like the Alliance raid, maybe. Like, you had to do the Alliance raid and then it was the same boss but on a harder difficulty. That's not really a great example though, but similar-ish. We haven't fought a monster in like 10 floors, bro. What even is the boss there? The Cyclops. I have bars for it though. OSTs carry the fights hard for me. Like, for me, usually if I like a fight or not, 80% of that has to do with if I like the song or not. Like, I've done every normal mode minimum. Like, I've done, like, I haven't done that many savage, but I've done at least every normal mode of every fight. I don't know if there's a single fight that I like the fight, but I didn't like the music. I honestly don't think there's a single one. So for me, it's like a huge requirement. Oh, I can't tank that. Jesus Christ. Okay, that guy is... Holy shit. That guy is dangerous. That's like the only monster, bro, that we saw that's actually really dangerous. Jesus Christ. Okay. He should do the tank buster once I unstun him. Cactus got ends, bro. He sure does. Alright, that was a lot of damage. Jesus Christ. Imagine with 0 aetherpool. This shit would have killed me in like a second. Well, I know which monster I'm avoiding. Sir, your ability. Sir, your skills? Where are they? Yeah, monsters got amnesia now. The monster AI in PT is weird. Like, I don't think you're really gonna notice unless you've done a lot of Deep Dungeon, but the way they do their abilities is, first of all, it's random which one they do first, but also it's just like, sometimes if you kite it, it doesn't, it like delays its ability, but it doesn't delay, it skips it. Like, it straight up skips it. Like, did I see there? Why did the ace take that long? It's so weird. Well, it's nice to have a monster that actually has hands. Is that the title from Quantum 40? It is. It is indeed. I was surprised when I posted my Quantum 40 tier on Twitter. I thought it would get no like, but then turns out a lot of people liked it. I think I mean, it's probably because my bubble of like Like the bubble I interact with, no one cares about Quantum that much. Like to me, it felt like no one cared about Quantum, but then I think it's the opposite. I think way more people care about Quantum than PT in general. Like just my own like bubble it made me feel the opposite. Because when I posted that on Twitter, it got 50 likes. Ah, bro, should have just skipped that guy. But probably doesn't matter. I'll just take it. Well, we have like almost every pump for the next set. So the aetherpool we have is basically what we'll have for the rest. That said, we're gonna get some on the bosses. Because I believe you can no longer get any aetherpool from silver starting from the 70s, so... So that's it, what we have is what we have. I'll just bark. I mean, Cyclops pretty easy. I don't see why I would screw up that guy. Back to front. Back to front. Time to draw my shit. Yeah, from 70 until the end, every time you get a silver, it either explodes or give you instance. Well, I know for a fact from 81 that's how it works, but I was told that this actually starts at 71, so... Apparently this... I was told this mechanic is actually random for real. Like, it's not a pattern that he's repeating. It's always random. And with the only thing that he doesn't repeat the same side twice. But I was told it's random. So we've actually just been cheesing it this whole time. Front to back. Back to front. Oh, the swing. Easy up time. Thank you for the congrats. Don't think we're gonna need luck. I overestimated the difficulty of this challenge, so we should be pretty smooth sailing. Just have to not screw up and die something dumb, but I'm pretty confident we're gonna get this down first try, which is nice because that means I don't have to bring my aetherpool down to 0 again. Well, I mean I could, but for like a different idea, not this idea specifically. Cactus Boy was surprisingly hurtful, yes. Cactus Boy, surprisingly the most damaging thing we've seen so far. Unexpected. Hey, we got the god pattern every time. Nice. Cactus Yuan. Alright. Bus was actually pretty thank you. I wonder if Bard is doing less damage if I might pull his like lower. She should not, but $58.61. I think I got +3 again. Or was that +4? But I didn't get +1. I got like a big number. I thought maybe it was RNG if you get a +1 or like more than +1 the bosses, but I think you always get +3 or +4 or something on the higher floors. Okay, let's run an ad and then we'll go in. We're just hoping we find raisins. It'd be very nice if I found 3 raisins because I want to use one for a shit pose, but I mean, I just have to pray I get lucky. There's a few monsters on this set that I have in mind are gonna be hard if without a steel, but I have steel, so like on the last 2 sets, I don't think there's anything that bad. The horseman is like the only thing that I think could kill me. So the croc is bad, but not that bad because it's in rage. I think I can burst him down before he's in rage easily. The one that scares me the most is the patrol. The poison guy patrol and the mandibular bite guy. The one that does sand blast into like a tank buster. These are the 2 monsters I'm scared about. Probably gonna do landmines, but kind of casual landmines where we just pull like, I don't know, 4 or 5 things. Fight of Exile League is next weekend, bro. I don't know if next weekend I'll be streaming, honestly. I kind of want to play the PoE League a lot. We could stream the PoE League again, I guess. That was fun last time. PoE 1 League, I mean. I was looking at a Reddit thread about PoE 2. I'm surprised how many people dislike PoE 1. I'm always caught off guard when I read the comments of like a PoE thread, and then it's like, unless it's on the PoE subreddit, people are like, most people are like, fuck PoE 1's taking dev time away from PoE 2. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? I mean, they're not wrong, but like, it's weird seeing that opinion, because it's usually the opposite one that I hear. That PoE 2 is taking time away from PoE 1. But then I guess on the mainstream, it's like, I guess if you go more mainstream, PoE 2 is the one that broke out. Whereas PoE 1 is more niche and specialized. I don't even know what this paintbrush is, dude. Babyface Champions Flat Brush. Is that the raid one? Oh yeah, I think it was my off job or something, and that's why I have it. And 765 seems like it's high levels. That's probably the raid one. It's kind of ugly. It barely looks like a paintbrush. And if you remove like the brushes, it looks like a cannon. Does Death's Door actually kill? I was told that it doesn't, but it just hurts a lot. But I've never been hit by it, so I can't I can't confirm or deny it. It does not kill? Okay, well, you got someone that tells you that. You have to trust their word, though. Okay, we're gonna hope we find raisings. If we do, life's good. Well, I was not gonna witching, but I guess I have to now. Oh, that was high kill. That was 7 or 8. Alright, what we got? Wow. So that's why this is so weird. You can't slide cast these. I think that's what's going on. Well, I didn't really... I thought it would hit everything. Damn, I tried. So this is one of the monsters scaring me the most in the whole place with low aetherpool. But we're kind of line mining with steel through these floors, so we probably won't really have to interact with it. But this guy is just like just has a very consistent tank buster cycle. That's why he scares me a bit. Jesus Christ, what a floor. Raising, nice. I would love to find 2 more. 2 more, if we can do a shit pose. 1 more, I mean, it's just nice if I have 1 more. But I'd like 2 for the ultimate shit pose. Okay, that guy is also fairly dangerous, I think. He's also very drunk. I have mimics. Hey, that's a lot of shit coming this way. Ooh, I don't really know if I want to tank that. Oh, I have shield. I haven't finished shield. Attack, bro. Come here. Yeah, when you get rapid recitation, you, funnily enough, have infinite shield on critical once it breaks because it refunds 60%. Sorry, it refunds 60 seconds, but then it has a 60-second cooldown in this light enchantment. So, as long as it breaks, it just gets refunded for free. It's really funny. But it has to break. That's the catch. It's not like you can spam it. Like, you have to actively break it. Wow, was that a range of that? I thought it was in range. I'm doing so much damage, dude. Jesus Christ. Oh, come on. Wow, dude, can you... I don't think you could have a land... look at this trap, bro. It's like perfectly hidden. I can't see it. You could not have had a better placement. That's a landmine. Wow, I need it, dude. Alright. That was a very... very funny placement for that. For the boys, we're doing pushing. Maybe today's the day we get rich. Finally. I don't know what the hell to use, man. Let me just use my palms. Let me use something. That doesn't look like there's a little... I don't think there's a trap in there. Yeah, okay. I'd like to find a landmine quick if possible. If I lose steel. Oh, I have to re-steal? Never mind, you just re-steal. Yep, there's a landmine there. For a steal. For a... No, there is a landmine. I'm getting confused by my own words. Okay, I don't need to re-steal this then. Serenity. Surprised that took 9 minutes. I feel like I got out of all the 3 floors quickly. Oh no, the last one I killed a bunch of extra. Yeah. I don't know. Let's have flu. Maybe do I have altar too? There's one thing that I think would fail in this run if I'm not careful. I think if I get to 99 and I don't have a maze or a bard, I lose. Because I'm not sure if I can actually tank the boss with nothing. So that's the only thing I have to be careful about. Everything else is just skill issue. But like, I think there's 1 point of orange on 99 where I must have a maze or a bard. Now, I'm not gonna lie though. I'm very unlucky if I don't have a maze or a bard there. But it's something to keep in mind. Rank gain, so it starts big. Crud without steel, I would just have to make sure I burst it, but I would with steel, it's fine. I don't really have to think about it. This attack ended your Dark Knight run from remembering if it's in or out first. I don't blame you. This guy, I have to pay attention when he's doing it. Like, it's not very obvious to me which one it is. Bro, like, I have to kind of like... I have to like say it in my head, basically. Like, I instinctively don't really solve it fast. Like, as funny as it sounds, I have an easier time solving Dragon's Voice, Ram's Voice, than that guy. Even though that guy is technically more like clear. The Ram's Voice, I don't know, like I see the word Ram and in my head I'm like, oh, Ram is close. And then Dragon, I'm like, oh, Dragon is donut. But this guy always takes me a little bit to like solve it in my head. Come on. Oh no, I was trying running. We did pick up a raising, but it was very nice. I'd like to find one more, just for a secret idea I have. But at least if we don't find one, I have the ones I need. What the fuck? Did I not flight this? Maybe I didn't flight this. I don't know why in my head I flighted this, but... Okay, no, this isn't flighted. I don't know why I thought it was flighted. Okay, well, let's strength then. Strength and ace. Next floor, we're gonna maze, probably. Oh, and I can actually do maze by just leaving. It's not a scroll run. I don't actually have to kill anything if I maze. Oh, probably should have not strength and aced it then. Should have waited like one more floor. Okay, so we do nothing and we maze. There's a votive. Transformation, man, we're getting a pretty easy set right now. It's faster to just kill him. Otherwise, I'm gonna be stuck with his ass the whole time. What if that's gonna LOS? Sorry, no, I wonder if that's gonna avoid the patrol there. I feel like it will. I feel like I tested that before. Yep. Alright. Can't believe I'm leaving pure fish on the ground, not even using it. No item. I mean, I still think this set's more dangerous than the next two, so probably want to Devo. Probably want to like Devo once, which would have to be on 77 because it's no item. So then we Devo 77, which means 78 is free. And which means I only have to fight 77 and 79. But then I might flight 79 too. Oh, we don't have to go there. Oh, a bag. Nope. I thought maybe you could loot it, transform. They give you so much time. That I just realized the speed at which they cast this is like a letter G. It's like a letter G to we in Neo, kinda. Man. How much does that suck? Probably not too much, as long as I don't have to deal with like a mimic again. Honestly though, it does so little damage, I can probably just be fine. We got blind map, doesn't matter. I mean, blind map for one floor, man. We've done challenges where we don't have a map and a HP bar for like 100 floor. Alright, fight 77, Devo. No, wait. If I devote 77, that means my 79 is a full wipe, which means 78 is the one I fight, right? Yeah, apparently you can get every rare drop from like the bags. It's just super rare to get them. Treasure room. Holy maze then? I had the same exact treasure room, man, in my I had a run that had the exact same treasure room. If I'm not wrong, it was on my no chest samurai. That's interesting. I don't know. I just maze this. Okay, that's pretty easy. Oh, the reason I steal, by the way, is because I'm gonna do an AoE pull. Devo next. Yep. Well, time to put that aetherpool to the test. That looked like it everything. I need like more distance. Come here. Alright, I've killed that guy. Let's not attack. Okay. Let's not attack. I want to get a refresh. Without still, definitely would not have been able to do that. With max aetherpool, I would have been able to, but like without the aetherpool, nah. Oh, raising, nice. Alright, dude, I can do the shit post on the next set. I have to remember. There's a shit post I want to do. I've been waiting a long time, man. I can finally do it. Over capital turn, nice. That's right. I can't wait. Fire guy. Do I care about Fox? I don't think I do. It does so little damage. Oh, you are proximity. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was sound or proximity. Oh, okay. Apparently that hits both. We have an altar and a devo. A devo. Oh, I thought. Oh, this isn't even my devo transformation, bro. This was just a raw. There's a chest. This was just a raw like devo. I thought this was my transformation, but it is not. Cool, I guess. So we're done with this. Just the boss left. It wasn't too bad. I mean, it was honestly pretty much like regular tier. With 5861, I feel like if I think if my aetherpool, and I mean specifically my armor, if it was like, I think if it was 20 or 30, I would have had a really hard time. But like, I feel like as soon as we reach that kind of 30 threshold, it's not that bad. On a DPS at least. Like that's the thing. It's like you're gonna say, oh, but use your palms, but like that's the thing though. It's like of course I'm gonna use my palms. Like there's nowhere else to use them. So that'd be interesting. Maybe we should try. We could try bringing my aetherpool down to 0. Well, no, sorry. Let me rephrase. We could try building a file to 71 with all my palms. Then nuking the aetherpool down to 0 and see like how it goes from there. That could be interesting. Like basically start 71 at 0 aetherpool and see if we can make it with just palms. It could be interesting. I don't know if I want to do this back to back though, because that would mean I have to basically grind aetherpool twice in a row, but this might be an interesting idea for the future. Start from 0 at 71 specifically. Because then if I did that, I know there's monsters I would need a steel for. Or they would kill me instantly. But then even then, I don't know. Would it really be like... Assuming I'm entering with everything at 3. I mean, 3 devos, that's 3 floors I get past instantly. But then I do have to do like the 8100, but then I would probably get enough incense to get through it anyway. I don't know. I have to just try. Bard. Apparently we're in a church. Apparently PT, you're just going through different churches. No, you can. Like, there's only an aetherpool restriction if you're joining as a match party. If you're doing as a fixed party, which just means like solo, shit loud by the way. If you're just doing as a fixed party, there's no restriction. You can go in with 0 aetherpool. No, it's not solo. That's different. It's just, wow, what the fuck? That doesn't kill instantly. What the fuck? I've never seen Fire Guy not kill something instantly. That's very interesting. Wow. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, but no, it's the restriction is specifically match party. It's if you're doing as a fixed party, you don't have a restriction. Huh, the pots is the... So without the pots, I do kill them? But that's interesting, because earlier I was killing with pots. So then I wonder, does this do... Because I have gloom, damage down, and I had pots. So does that mean that... Oh, I didn't kill that one. That's so weird, dude. So like, does that do like 115% of the monster's HP on average or something? Or is it a fixed amount of damage? Not even sure. Oh, you think it has to do with aetherpool? Maybe. Maybe it's the aetherpool, bro. I wonder if the mud ball would kill them then. Oh, that's kind of interesting. But then this one dies instantly. Oh, that could be bad. Nah, we're... Sorry, playing it up for a stream. Interesting. So then this just do like a raw large amount of damage, which scales with the aetherpool. We're learning as we grow. Yes, you are now aware of this very specific piece of knowledge. You're now aware that if you ever do a like low aetherpool run of PT, well, you don't one shot with Firebomb guy if you have Doom damage down. Remember this. It's gonna be at the test. When we do a trivia game, that's gonna be one of like the 200 point questions. But I do kill the Vanity in one shot, apparently. Alright, let's get my honorary mimic before I leave. Oh shit, purification. If I fail on the boss and it somehow doesn't kill me, I will be able to remove the dot. Jealous? Alright. We're on the boss, right? For sure we are. Alright, time for a very long fight. I'm just gonna strength. I'm just gonna do everything. Who cares? Alright. Are you a true deep dungeoner? If you get all these questions right, are you a true deep dungeoner? You know, now, let's say we're splitting deep dungeons in two categories. Like there's the old ones, like the old design ones, which is PT and MI, and then there's the new design ones, which is EO and PT. Well, now it's like there's actually like the same amount of deep dungeons for both kind of people. So now there's like no one is in the majority anymore. The next deep dungeon is gonna be the tiebreaker. Don't move too much. Easy. Purification has a very unique mechanic. We just don't know it yet. Maybe the developer who implemented it, every time you use a purification, like they get $1 in their bank account, and that's the only purpose of it. So it's like a Square Enix social experiment. Does Red Mage instead cast the big burst with dual cast? I don't know actually. I don't think it would, but I don't know. I'd be surprised if it does, because the only place where it does that is Lost, and that's like very old at this point. Because the Dread doesn't do it in Neo. Horse layout. My circle. Let me in. It can't? Alright, thanks, Velvet. Oh yeah, I saw your message, Velvet. That thing about the 90 boss, I didn't reply, but I saw it when I woke up. Apparently there's a brain dead way to do 90 where you just go in like the outside of the arena whenever he does the pushback. And you just get like a little bit of damage instead of having to deal with the pushback. Don't run too much. Oh, I don't even have to move. You want to try with low aetherpool? I greatly overestimated the difficulty of this, dude. I thought this would be really hard. I really thought this would be hard. I'm fucked up from my like paladin blind. Like because my paladin was so hard, I thought it would be really hard, but I really underestimated this. Well, sorry, overestimated this. This turned out to be kind of like a regular run. I knew my paladin was overall slower because of course it was blind, but even with that in mind, I thought it would just be... Even with that in mind, I thought it would be really hard to do this first try. Like, I guess after doing this, I honestly think, like, I kind of wish I did that before my guide, because after doing that, I honestly think if you like have any experience in Deep Dungeon and you want to get your PT title, I feel like you might even get away with not farming aetherpool. Like, but I would only say if you have experience already. Like, I wouldn't really send a new blood in there with no aetherpool. But like, if you did all the solos already and you're like, how do I solo PT on it? And then you're like, you know, you watch a guide, I'd be like, well, might as well try it at zero aetherpool. It's not that bad. Honestly, probably the only thing that would be kind of bad is the bosses, because then if you don't have aetherpool, you're losing 4 times as much HP on the bosses, because you're losing 3 times, 4 times. Well, you're losing a lot of HP because you're losing a raw HP, but you're also losing the bar doubling HP, right? So like if you're losing 10,000, well, you're actually losing another 10,000, because then when that 10,000 would... Because when it would have getting doubled up, you would have done more HP, right? So you're losing a lot of HP on the bard, which probably leads into the bosses one-shotting you and everything. Well, I think. I haven't been hit by a boss yet, but I would assume they're gonna one-shot me even with bard. But anyway, easy. I picked up all my raising. Life is good. Let's run an ad before we go in. On the bright side, that means my challenge dodge is gonna get completed, which means I only have to do 1 more week of PT to get the hair. Still haven't really like ordered my bag. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these offerings. I also don't really know what you do with the first, like, really. I know you trade it for like stuff, but it seems like you only get it from specific bags. And I'm not 100% sure how it works. Like, I think you only get it from these bags. Which if that's the case, then why is there even bags? Like, if you can only get it from these bags, then why doesn't it just give it to you right away, right? I'm confused a bit. All that stuff is tradable too. What is that? Forgiven Mimicry Resonator. Is that like a minion? Forgiven Mimicry. Oh, that's a mount. I see. Pilgrim's Protector. I have no clue what that is. Pilgrim's Protector. It's a mount. It's like a Milodon. I don't know what I'm gonna buy with these. I mean, maybe the Parasol. I mean, none of these I really care. All I care about is this. Simple and clean. That's the only thing I really care about. Oh, and the hat. This hat is great. I love this hat. But I already bought it. Okay. Well, let's go in. So I think the only thing that I want to watch out for there is just the horseman. Everything else, I don't really think anything else can kill me. So like realistically, I should steal the horseman, but I kind of want to fight one or two just to see the damage input. Damage output. Well, he's outputting damage. Yeah, output. The damage output. Alright. So how much do you hurt? This is the by far the most damaging thing we're gonna be fighting, so let's see. Let me actually LOS the first one. That's a lot of damage. Not like that bad, as long as I know it's coming, but it is a lot of damage. Okay. Outside of that, I can't really think of a monster. Like, I guess the Humbaba, maybe. Maybe the Humbaba is gonna be high damage. That's about it, though. Oh, wow, that didn't LOS. The only thing you hate on this set is the horseman dudes. I mean, I don't hate them. They are like the most, like, let's say, not disturbing, but they're the most likely monster to just throw a wrench in your plan, let's say, but they're not that bad. I was thinking I don't want to strain an ace because I will basically kill myself at some point for a meme, but the monster I'm looking for is later on the set, so it's fine to do that. Don't slow me, no! I could have purified, dude. I lost the ace. It's over. What are you doing? What are you doing? Get there, man. God, monsters are so weird in PT. Their AI is weird, man. They like forget to do their abilities sometimes. Alright, open for me. Thank you. There's a gold probably somewhere. I don't know where. I'm gonna wait. I don't think I'm gonna trade that gold. It's just Afflu plus something else. And I'm skipping that. Athwalter. I mean, it's Gloom, bro. That's as much damage as we're ever gonna be taking. Can't really get worse than that. Well, what the fuck? How the hell did that guy even get it? That was weird. Anyway. It's funny. I looked at the name and like I saw the poll. And then I looked at my chat, sorry, the enmity list to like look at the name of the monster. And then I saw like Null, and I was like, what the fuck is a Null? A gremlin? Well, no, it's this guy. I mean, it doesn't look like a Null to me, but according to the game, it is. Alright, there's another patrol. I might get sandwiched if I stay there. Alright, definitely should be a time to steal. I kind of want to see the damage I'm going to be taking though. Let's just try it without steal. Ooh, big damage. Angelus, surely, I think he's done with Project Oops at this point, right? Like, so surely he's been hit by this Storm Slash thing? Well, does it do anything special, or is it just damage? Does anyone know? Oh, I think I might have not LOS it first. Correct. Which ability? In the Storm Slash, you know the rider does like that super slow and unimpressive follow-up Storm Slash. I've been wondering if it actually does something sick if it hits you, if it's just like damage. Well, we're not dealing with that. Goodbye. Yeah, he's been... I thought he was doing like me at first with like 0 to 4 run, but apparently he's doing specifically 110 testing. I don't think the 110 is... I mean, at this point it's been a few times do 110. I don't think the floor 10 boss is... I feel like if you do it on the worst possible thing, which would be Scholar, no aetherpool, no Ensigns. I feel like as long as you do it on that specific combo, it's probably doable on everything. I don't remember the damage input being very high in that boss. No item. He's not gonna break my shield, dude. No. Ooh, I can do that. Well, time to maze. Save me, maze. I'm in rider jail. Is PT solo 100 easier than Yo? In my opinion, yes. Much easier. We've been kind of disrespecting this place a lot, and it's just released. Like Yo, we did end up disrespecting it quite a lot, but it took like a little bit to get there. Right. The only one you're not done yet solo 100 is Yo. You take Bray at 461. If the only one you haven't soloed is Yo, which means you solo PTD and FLI, you should not worry about PT. Like you're like overqualified for that place. Trust me. Don't even worry about it. I mean, watch a guide. Like watch a guide. But then if you watch a guide, you're fine. Like you don't really have to stress about it. Rapid recitation. That's a pretty bad floor, huh? I guess we're just gonna stare into that. Okay, this is the floor where I do my shit pose, dude. So we have to just prepare the ground for it. We have to get ready. I've been waiting a long time for this. Like you see that right now this is growing. Monsters are not like if you compare this to EO or even on INPD, you're gonna see the monsters are not that tanky, right? It just doesn't feel as bad. The amount of damage I'm taking is also not very high. But keep in mind, I'm 66 aetherpool right now, so this is like what 33% like more damage I'm taking. I'm doing 33% less or something. So. Don't worry about doing PT. It won't be that bad. That's a lot of silver, dude. I'm 100% gonna overgap something. But I don't want to bark yet because I want to like do the shit pose first. I hope I'm right. The shitpost I want to do, it's a theory I have. I haven't actually tested it, but it's really funny if I'm right. It should do what I think it's gonna do, though. Let me just kill that guy. Alright, we'll do it after this guy's dead. Alright. So as you know, purification is known to be pretty useless in PT. Doesn't really help you for much. You might also know the succubus puts a very powerful debuff on you that just kills you if you do any action, and even if you do nothing, it tends to kill you. So with that information in mind, there's actually a really cool thing you can do with purification, which makes it very useful. So if you pull a succubus, and then you accidentally get the dot from her, the debuff, well, you can simply use a purification during it and die. I'm so happy it worked exactly how I thought it would work, bro. You die if you use a purification during this shit, bro. That's the one thing that's like the one debuff that's awful, and you die, man, if you use a purification during it. That's great. Alright. Finally, man, the ultimate shit post. I wanted to do this for so long, and I even started 2 runs from 71 just to do this, but both of them somehow found no purification the whole time. Okay, we re-raise, now we just worry about clearing this place. I'd love to find a poison fruit from that. Oh, you should. Like, the way to deal with the succubus is to not deal with it. You should just... What the hell? You were not close. The way you should deal with it is you should just LOS it every time. There's no reason to deal with it. It's a waste of time. Well, it's not a waste of time. It's a waste. It's like, it's just so dangerous to deal with it. I've seen clips of people dying to the debuff, and they're doing nothing. Like, they're actively doing nothing. So there's something fucked up with that debuff. We'll never know if that would have killed me. Spoiler, it would not have. Doesn't do that much damage. Poison fruit. What do I replace for it? Bark? Sure. I don't know succubus. The thing with succubus though, it's like, it is a very scary debuff, but she's very consistent. She does it like 5 seconds on pull, and then she does it every 15 seconds or so after that. Oh, by the way, the shield from purification, I didn't show it in the shit post, but the shield doesn't prevent the debuff application. Like, the reason why I knew it would kill me, or like the reason why I was pretty sure it would kill me, is because it actually, it's not something you can Esuna away. You can't Esuna it away, which means purification does nothing. She can be stunned, yeah. I mean, you should just never deal with the succubus. Always do something about it. Either LOS or stun or burst. But like, I would actually never just get the thing on you. No reason to. Nope, let's just wait a second. She can probably be slept too. I mean, typically if you can stun, you can sleep. So I bet she can be slept too. There's so many walls though on this, on these last 2 sets. It's so easy to LOS. My Humba Buzz is another monster that might actually do a lot of damage. We'll see. Oh, that's just, I'm curious to know. Quadruple. Nah. 2. That does no damage. 3. Alright, Umbaba, you disappoint me. I'm not dealing with that. You want to try an eye again after this? Other than Serenity, should you keep the pumps always at 2? I recommend you do, except Match Sight and Serenity. But yes, I mean it's not like this advice. It's don't take this advice as like the rule of everything. Like don't keep something at 2 if it would be an amazing time to use something, and also like don't waste something if you don't have like you. I mean, there's no reason to strength. Like, I don't know, let's say you're doing the boss and you have 20 minutes remaining. Well, there's no reason to put your strength at 2 in that case. But generally, yeah. Generally, keep your pumps at 2, except Match Sight Center would keep at 3, and just use it whenever it's like a good time, in your opinion. Steel, I will say if you're playing a non-tank, I think keeping steals healthy is also very important. Like, if you don't have to steal, don't do it. But also don't not use your steel and then burn everything else to keep your steel, right? But definitely don't waste your steel out of convenience on a melee, for example. On a tank, it's fine. Do I have 30 pre-farm? Absolutely, bro. I don't even have 10,000. I'm a long way from that achievement. I'll never have it ever. Never happening. I have 5. I have like close to 6,000. Despite doing this basically non-stop, I only have about 6,000. Do I still have the... Look at this. It doesn't work! It doesn't work! No way! No way! I have to test this again. It doesn't work, dude! Did I use the wrong one? I don't think I used the wrong one, right? Spine drop. Paralysis. What doesn't work? Is there another one? Yeah, there's another Ardemon. Bro, the spine drop doesn't work for the paralyzed. I'm gonna show you again. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was the same in EO, dude. In EO, the antidote doesn't work against poison. Even if you can Isuna the poison, it just doesn't work against it. So it's the same there. That's still really funny though, because it paralyzed. It's not even a real debuff anymore. Like no one has this debuff in any content. It's really funny that the one item that should work against it doesn't. All right, let me make sure that I'm right though, and it's actually not working. I might have clicked the wrong one if I wasn't paying attention. So. Okay, so let's make sure. Instantly cures most instances of paralyzed. To be fair, it says most, not all, but I mean, it's literally Deep Dungeon, man. If there's one place where you'd expect it to work, it's there. Okay, so Abyssal Transfixation, that's just the paralyzed. Paralysis. Instantly cures most instances of paralysis, and spine drop has no effect. Wow. That's crazy. And you can Isuna this thing too. That's crazy, dude. Yep, it doesn't work. They forgot about these items. I'm telling you, they forgot about them. Purification is basically these items when you think about it. Like this bomb is basically every item combined. Yeah, that's the real value, man. It's you make the consumables not work. This way purification works. That's the real value there. I don't know why that caught me so off guard. Like in the poison, like I said, in Yo is the same. Even though you can Esuna it, you can't remove it with the antidote. But I don't know why the paralysis is so much funnier, because it's like that's like the one place in the whole game where you get paralyzed, I feel like. Like that thing is truly forgotten, man. If it doesn't work on like the one place that puts the debuff, I mean, I know you get it, and like if you fail and make any tort on extreme, you get it. In fact, it works there. If you fail that one tower mechanic toward on extreme, if you're trying to solo it, you can actually remove the paralyze with this spine drop. Well, it's been a great run for science. No, it's not such a great run for the challenge though. I don't know what I'm using next floor. We'll think about it. Boom, baba. That guy's tank buster really is low damage. It's hitting for like 11,000. Well, I have a steal, so even less now. Maybe triple is more damage because it's less hit. No, it's the same. It's the same damage. The Hoom Baba. Hum Baba. Hoom Baba. I don't call these guys Shinzeis anymore. I call them Hoom Babas now. I like it more. It's a great name. Lost technology. Spine drop is Alagan. It's Alagan juice. I don't know what I'm using, dude. I'll see. No. Why? I'm gonna witching that. Let's double flight then. Let's double flight and I hope we don't overcap instance. I'm really just looking for an extra bark, that's it. Nothing else matters. Damn, I have to do the line too. Alright. Ah, what if that would hit me? Oh, it wouldn't. Nice. Well, whatever. Let's flight. You still call them Shinzeis? No. It's the Humbaba now. In the invoke part, we don't care. But in Humbaba. Shinzei from Temu. AliExpress Shinzei. No, my Bart. Okay, well, let's just fly. Curve not proc, no east side. One, 2, 3. My god, we're gonna have such an easy 90s. We have so much shit for it. See, that guy put his ability. Weird AI, man. He didn't need of them. There's one. Art. Quick cast. Is it just you, or I'm going through these floors way faster than 15 MLI? It's not just you, it's the way they're structured, and this is true in EO as well, by the way. The way it's structured, you just go faster there, because the monsters, they don't get tankier, but then you have way more instants that you're finding, and specifically in PT, you also have the layouts, they are like way smaller. So overall, you're fighting monsters that are the same tankiness as the 60s and the 70s, except there's less running, and there's more loot. So yeah, you get through those sets way faster. I almost got Umbaba again. Wait, he's in there. Why did I think that he was there? Hello. Goodbye. Did you know you can pull a monster right before you get teleported? Like that. There's like there's like a grace period where even if you get into combat, it still teleports you. Devotion. You're about to witness the easiest 90s you've ever seen in PT, let me tell you. There needs to be like a throw of catastrophic, like, there needs to be a catastrophic throw at this point to fail the run. Or I get to the boss and like the damage catches me off guard. I think 99 possibly could die to it if it's just way more damage I'm expecting. But like with Bart, I don't think it's gonna happen. Without Bart though, I could see it happen. FF6 fan or just the name of the Umbaba? No, I haven't played other Final Fantasies really. It's just the name is really funny to me. The Umbaba. My only experience with the other FFs is I played 1 and 2 a long time ago. I beat and I actually love 5. And then I tried 4, but I didn't really like it. Whoa. Damage? What's this? Ah, he's guarding the chest though. Well, whatever, let's pull him. Come on, do your dark. See, he didn't do Inner Demon or Dark yet. There we go. Dang. Too much trouble. Alright. Quadruple Mimic. Ooh, that's rare. That's the highest I've seen on Light Clip. 4 Mimics. Never seen a quintuple Mimic yet. Okay, let's just bar. I mean, remember, I'm sure we're gonna find an extra one. Let's steal, and then let's go. End. My thoughts about Quantum 40? It's kind of whatever. I didn't really like the fight. There was like, I like the part of it where you're doing like role specific mechanics, but that's it. Like visually, the fight, whatever. Didn't really like any mechanic in particular. I really like the people I was raiding with though. I will say, it was very nice that it uses your aetherpool, because that means I could play whatever I want inside without having to actually like farm gear for it. That was nice. But it wasn't. It's not the fact that I used aetherpool that was nice. It's the fact that it didn't use my gear, right? So when I say aetherpool is nice, I don't really mean it for real. I mean more like it's nice that I didn't require to farm gear to do it. Because then I was playing Summoner, for example, but I could have switched to like Samurai if I wanted. Like nothing would have stopped me. I wish that's how the raids function too. Regular raids. It's only a short stream today. Oh well. I thought it would take 4 hours. To have totally done the whole thing yesterday. I do wonder if it would kill me instantly if I fell in mechanic without cap beautiful. I have a feeling it would. I was doing a run recently. I don't remember what run exactly. But I felt the mechanic on this guy on the DPS with just a steal. And it did not kill me, but it put me at like 90% HP or so. I think that was when I was trying to take a picture of everything on the Summoner. So if you just have a steal on DPS, you do survive one fuck up there. So like basically, if you get clipped by one thing, you're fine. But I think if you got clipped by two things, you're dead. Or if you got the Vuln and got hit by something else. Same thing happened on Viper, yeah. Honestly, you can disrespect the hell of that boss on tank. I saw Angelus with 11 volt stats, dude, on this boss. That's kind of crazy. Not the fact that he got the volt stacks is crazy. The fact that you could get 11 and not die is kind of crazy. God damn, man, this fight's taking a while. The Quantum, by the way, I will probably upload on my YouTube, like the VOD of it. I wasn't sure at first, but there's a lot of people that are interested in the Quantum, like, in general. So I probably just upload the POV of my kill. The way I feel about the bosses is I would be more like, I wouldn't mind if they are difficult as long as the set was also difficult, because then what happens if you have, let's say, a difficult boss but the set was really easy, is you basically the whole set you're just thinking of the boss and then you get to the boss, right? Like it's super I don't know, it may, I feel like it takes away from the set if the boss is really hard but the set is not, which unfortunately it's every set in PT. So then I wouldn't mind, like, cause for example, floor 99 is, I feel like floor 99 is too hard. I think it's too hard of a fight, but I think that because the set's so easy, right? So whenever you go into your 91, you're not really thinking of the floors, you're just thinking of like, oh man, I hope I don't screw up the boss. Like the whole time, that's all I'm thinking about when I do the 90s. Which, you know, case in point, we're about to do the 90s and literally already, I can already tell that the only thing I worry about is the boss. To be fair, that was also a problem in Neo. Like, that's not a new problem. This was not a problem in Evan PUTD though. Like, PUTD had two very hard bosses. The 190 and 180, 190 were like the really hard bosses, but both these sets were also very hard. So I will say, I think 170, maybe not as true on certain DPS jobs, but even 170, man, you're gonna get the occasional run where like you have such a bad time on the last few floors with Enzus and monkeys. 180 is always bad. 180 is always bad though. Do I have to run an ad? I mean, I was gonna take a break, but we're almost done. Don't really see a point. We'll just snooze the ads away. We're probably gonna be fine. Alright. I think I didn't have food buff there. Okay. Okay, I mean, we can use everything we have, so... Find more lawyers disrespect PT. Can I really go further than what I did with the no chest though? Like, I feel like we peaked, man, early, because that's kind of like the most disrespect you could ever show it to a deep dungeon, is doing it with nothing. I'm just gonna purity this. Now, to be fair, we did disrespect EO a lot too. But EO, like the one thing I did in EO you could not have done a no chest run. I don't think it would have worked. But I did do a no gold chest run, which actually took me 3 attempts. It was pretty hard. Honestly, it was pretty hard. It was nothing like PT no chest. There were a lot more points of failure in EO without having resources. Cool. Yeah, the timeout, but generally just the floors are like... I feel like it was way easier to get into a bad situation without gold chests. Like without basically witchings and steals and raisings. Especially like that 6180 stretch, because it's not an open layout, it's very claustrophobic. Like it felt very easy to just run into a bad situation. And if you don't have witchings and steals or anything to deal with it, then it gets messy really fast. Devotion. Do I really have 3 devotions for this? Sure. Let's not pretend like timing out was a bit worrying Neo, right? Like it never was. But in PT, I would say in Neo I wouldn't have said like remove the instance timer. It doesn't matter. But in PT I would honestly like if I were them and I was doing I was gonna design something, I would honestly consider putting the instance timer at 2 hours or like just removing it. I feel like it's kind of like it's kind of grandfathered in. I feel like it doesn't really fit in PT in my opinion. Now, of course, you know you could think of the implications for scoring, not because you have 2 hours inside, but I don't really. Like, I'm not talking about scoring there. I'm just talking about a regular clear. Like the timer feels a bit useless for a regular clear. I mean, we'll just use something. We have so much. Flight, I guess. Flight altar, the ultimate sin. Devo. Okay, do we have to fight a single floor? 3. I mean, there's no... This is flighted, but like, there's no reason why I fight this. Just make it easier to find the... what you call it, the votive too. I didn't draw anything. Man, this is a long way. The votive, we kind of should go get it though. Corrigans. Flighter Corrigans, blessed. Oh, okay. Maze really fell my ass there. You're a failure, Maze. Poison fruit. Okay, we definitely just don't care. I'm not even sure it's worth it to go for that votive. I feel like we should just leave, but whatever. No. Why, man? I'm on copium that there's a landmine waiting for me somewhere, but that copium is running out. Yep, it's run out. I'm really excited for Tier List Sunday, man. Tomorrow's gonna be so great. I can't wait for Tier List Sunday. Holy crap. Let me do it. There. Mud ball, nice. I guess the question is gonna be, how the hell am I gonna get my aetherpool back? Maybe I'll do like, maybe I'll try a match party. I still haven't really tried a match party. Maybe I'll try that like off stream, see what it's like. Why am I faster? This is like an escort quest. You're a little faster than the NPC, but then if you run, you're too fast. So we have Devo, plus we have... What is that? One stack of white. Oh, that's the meteor I have. Let's just remove this. Oh, dude, do you think... I'm curious about something. Do you think the silence is gonna stop, like, the... Oh, dude, but I have a maze. Fuck. I can't test it. Damn it. Well, never mind. I know maze stops the explosion, so I don't have to test that. You don't think it would stop it? Dang. Oh, no, I wanted to get no knockback. I want to see that kind of damage I'm doing. So with low aetherpool, I think they should do less damage. It does indeed do like no damage. That's 5 spins to even kill it. It's like so much faster to just do it normally. Yeah, well, never mind. I don't like the mud ball anymore. I'd rather get the other one. Change my mind. I haven't killed 2 of them, man. That's how you made the mud ball fun. It's more interesting like that. Wait, that's actually not working in my favor, because now he can attack me. Oops. That worked. That's so many silvers, dude. Yeah, that also does no damage. Dude, come on. Come here. I didn't know a devotion floor would be that long. Alright. Alright, so that's my bus bar, so we don't have to worry about the bus anymore. Overcap Maze Route. I mean, I guess I Devo, not next floor. Mud Ball. I don't even care about gold. Let's just leave. Who cares? Let's just leave. There's no reason to Devo next floor because I have to like get rid of an instance anyway, so I might as well instance the floor after that one. Okay, so is it gonna one shot if I don't have the no knockback to lower the pool? It does. Interesting. The luring trap. Alright, now let's do a Devo. Next floor, we're gonna poison fruit. Don't even know why I'm checking golds. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 floors. 2 plus high maze 1. So there's only 1 floor right now where I technically have nothing. But I mean, I have a flight, but I don't have like a I win button for it. Treasure room. Never mind, we win. All right. That's a bit cooler. Now the biggest decision I'll have to make this whole set. If you look at the mini map right now, you might see there's a silver, but it's like far away from the key. But then that silver could be a poison fruit, which is just kind of like convenient. So the biggest decision I have to take right now is, do I want to waste a 40-second and maybe, clear more easily? I'll take that gamble. Oh, I care more easily, dude. There was another silver? Oh, in that treasure room? You might be right. Good morning, Za. I so much shit, bro. I can't use it all. I have too much shit. Purification value. No. Oh, I have a maze. Never mind. Dang. Wait one sec. We got 6 is just wipe, 7, 8. Okay, so we're just going through motion. I mean, I guess a shrine would be fine. That's the only thing we really would want. I'm still waiting for the day where I hit a landmine doing that and just die, but... And it will happen one day, but it hasn't happened yet. Oh, I got strike. I got strike. Oh, 5 at once. Yep, it does. But we one-shot them with the rolling ball, so for this time it didn't do it. It didn't take it away from me. All I care about is the strength. And a poison fruit, I guess. I mean, we could just be rushing to the boss. There's not really... This is... I'm just stalling for time right now. Let's be real. I'm stalling for... I'm stalling till the ad's back. Oh, poison fruit. If this was a score run, this was 100% a speed run. This is why I'm not interested by scoring this place, by the way. It's like, obviously this was gonna be a speed run if this was a score run, but like, it's just because I got lucky, bro. Like, it's not that interesting, right? The 4 devotions. I don't know, dude. I don't even think I'm gonna use that. I got the strength, right? Technically, if the votive is on the way, I pop it's a mod ball. I can maybe move a little faster. That's it. That's about it. Oh yeah, you want to see something cool? If you get transformed and you hit another transformation trap, is that it actually removes your transformation. Check this out. Very niche knowledge, but now you know. I'd like to find what I'd like. I mean, it'd be okay if I found a bard, a second bard. Just so I can make sure I could die on the boss. Yep. It's the same thing in all the deep dungeons, by the way. It works the same way. It's not like that useful. Like you'd have to be in a really weird situation where you have a site running and you somehow run into a trap to run to another one. Like very unlikely it would be useful to you, but it's a nice little bit of trivia to know. Flowing chest, blessed. We got clear with all this in our bags, bro. God damn, I overestimated this challenge, dude. It's like I'm entering 151 PUTD, man. Let's no knockback. Wow, it almost killed me. Also, as arguing we can make 7-8 speed more consistent when we get there with the monsters. I mean, can you make it more consistent? I think so. I don't think he's wrong. But like, can you make it so consistent that like every run is beautiful? I mean, I don't think you're gonna make it so consistent that you can just do it every time. It's just that if you get the RNG, you can maybe make it more reliable. Also, it depends how quickly you are. Like, it depends how quick you learn the monsters. I feel like at this point, I don't feel like a year from now I will really be like I don't think I'll really improve in PT, right? I feel like I'm pretty capped there already. So it depends how quickly you are at learning the monsters. Though of course I make guides for the content, so like of course I'm getting good at it fast. All right, boss time. 6. I think 6. I think 6 speed is like 5 speedio. In my head, it's what I see it as. Okay, so this should be a lot of damage I'm taking, but with Bard, we shouldn't really have to like overthink it. It's just doing the mechanic. Oop. Then I will attack this one. Looking at this damage, I could probably tank this. I could have probably tanked this without Bard. Oh no, wait, but Bard doubles my HP. I'd have to test. I guess I could just try in normal mode just out of curiosity. After this. Don't break a window. This is not Quantum. We don't soak this. We move out. We move out. Okay. In Quantum, you soak this with your group. I wasn't paying attention. This is bottom right. Bottom right. Are we really gonna get a speed run? I think we will. I don't know. I think we will. I think we will. I mean, we're already 2/3. We're only 1/3 of the way there. Wow, I almost got killed by that. Probably would not kill me if it's just one. Rip my circle. There. Left, right. Top to left. My current DD goes aside from PT challenge run. I want to do an Astro EO score run because I want to get footage of it. Outside of that, I don't really have any specific goal, really. I'd like to do more stuff in PUTD since the potion change is just like amazing for it. So probably want to do some like score runs in PUTD. I don't know what goals I have in PT. Like I thought at first, before PT release, I thought I would be scoring that place for like a while, but I don't really like scoring that place, so I don't know what my goals are in PT, honestly. I don't really have a goal in PT. Like I'd like to write my scoring guide, but this is just I can do this already. I don't have to really play the content to do it. But I don't know what challenge runs I can do in PT that are gonna be interesting. That's the thing. I'd like to do challenge runs there, but like I kinda the well running dry already. I'm not like first person is probably fine. I think a first person run is fun. We're probably gonna do that at some point. Probably a shader run too, like the same one I did in the other deep dungeon. That would be fun too. After that, I have no idea. Aetherpool, I thought maybe the aetherpool thing had a future there, but it's too easy. And then it maybe would be more interesting if we kept the aetherpool down at 0. This is bottom right. Like, it might be fun if we kept it at 0 and start at 71 specifically. But that's the only really way I see this being fun. But then if I do that, I would have to grind aetherpool again. That's kind of like the catch. I heard a group score run is fun there. Joni said so. So that could be something I try, doing a group score run. Bound of Sid. I'm so used to switching the bottles to do damage now. Just because of all the quantum frog. What was that? Left, right, I think? I mean, stop. Stop left, stop left. There's like, I have a problem in PT though. I have a pretty big problem in PT. It's because in EO, I felt very like interested by trying all the jobs because I did not know what the jobs were like at max level. In PT, I don't really have this because the jobs mostly play the same at max level. So in PT, I keep spamming Picto, but it's just I don't really care about the other jobs because I've seen what they do in EO already. Just keep in mind, I don't really do other content. So like for me, EO was a way to explore the jobs at max level. Oh yeah, we cleared by the way. So like it was a way for me to explore the jobs at max level. But then in PT, there's not really a big difference between 90 and 100. So so it's like, for example, I could play Bard, but then I know it's gonna be pretty much the same as EO. GG. I got my oil. Did I get aetherpool from... I got aetherpool from, like, clicking this. Am I the only person that's ever gonna realize that? I don't know how much I got, dude. I got some aetherpool from clicking this thing. I got 5! That's the way to run aetherpool. Is you just do a run. I mean, score is gonna be whatever. Probably 1.7. 1.6. Not even close. Something I'm curious about. I kind of want. I'm curious if you try to do the boss with nothing and that amount of aetherpool. What's the damage I'm taking? I should set up a score on stream. I mean, I should. We'll probably do that at some point. It's just so boring. We're not actually killing the boss, but I just want to see the kind of damage she's doing to me. Because I remember when I procced that boss the first time, my aetherpool was not capped and I had a miserable time proccing that guy on DPS. But now I'm used to the boss, so... It's like, definitely, she would kill me. I think she would kill me if she just attacked like this non-stop. But luckily, whenever she's doing an ability, she stops attacking me, right? Like that. Like, whenever she stops attacking me, she just, like, lets me breathe a little bit. Okay. I was curious. Time for the all reliable summer everyone speedrun. Dude, I like speedrunning PT so far. I liked doing it so far. Unfortunately, I might have pulled. Well, now it's not capped. I guess maybe we could do that for the rest of the stream. Maybe we could cap the aetherpool. Maybe I could try that match party thing. I heard apparently the best way to cap your aetherpool is do match 40-51. We could try that. I'm gonna try a few like queues of it. Or I guess we could maybe queue from people in the chat. Either one's fine. Okay, anyway, let me be right back real quick and then we're gonna just get my aetherpool back fixed up. Sorry, I'm sorry this challenge wasn't more interesting. I really thought it would be more difficult. I was just caught off guard. My bad. But anyway, be right back. I'm back. I did a purification circus meme. Oh, dude, you're right. I finally achieved my life's goal. The purification shit post. I think it's quite ironic that the most dangerous debuff can't even be cleansed by like the remove debuff commander. Alright, I was thinking maybe we'd do it with chat, but actually I changed my mind. I kinda wanna try the match party experience. I'm curious about it. Let's change the stream title. I don't know if we're gonna grind all the way to 99. I just want to do it like a few times. I mean, the boss gives you 3, right? Like, so technically I'm minimum getting 3, but probably with all the servers I'm gonna get like 5 or 6. Maybe even more. Does it give you pull to everyone in the party when you open a server, or is it just like one guy? Everyone? God damn. Ooh, and Poch, why did I have to suffer with Pochers if Silvers is everyone? It's not fair. Oh yeah, I can't stop the stream too late though, because I have something that I have to do this afternoon. What time is it? It's 11. Not bad. What even is that? What even is that outfit? I have never seen this outfit. Mayakov, Cascade of Scouting. New Alliance raid, I see. I could have played something other than pick though. I didn't even switch my job. It's a lot of bells, dude. Alright, I am... We're not consuming this content the way our God and Lord intended. Oh, votive. How does that work in a group? Well, I guess it just gives the effect to everyone. But that, if you get the mud ball... No, I know it gives the mud ball to everyone. Because I saw clips of people spelling poop with it. Poison fruit. Well, that's nice. The lullaby. Yep. She is trying to do so much damage compared to that run we just did, dude. Well, I mean, my default is like plus 30, remember the way it was at this point. You think votives are more likely to give the debuff in group? You're 100% sure. Interesting. Maybe. I noticed the game gave us a tank, healer, 2 DPS comp, but that's just RNG, right? Like, it just happened to make it like that. Commander of Ace is the whole party. That seems kind of OP. So which boss? This is the cacti, the cactus boss. I guess the only thing that's different in a group is just who gets like targeted by the cone. Bard. Every rep you run, you naturally spawn. The naturally spawning voltage gives you the debuff 9 times out of 10. Interesting. I mean, you might be right. Maybe it's just weighted that way. It's not like I have a lot of it's not like I have a very big sample size. I have a 1 votive sample size in a group environment. I swear there's 20 auras that look exactly like that in Genova's Limsa at this very moment. Serenity. There's like these two, it's like two archetypes, right? There's like the phase 1 aura in pastel colors is like one of the Limsa archetype, and the other one is like phase 1 Mikote with like Scoldrel outfit. That's the second Limsa archetype. So if in EO the equivalent to this in EO would have been like that's the sprite that blow up and all that. I mean, this is way easier than EO's 5160 in a group. I'm not saying 5160 is hard in EO. Like, it's not that hard, but like, this is way easier than 5160 EO. Like, I did a few group runs in EO actually, like 3 or 4. Yeah, 3 or 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maze, poison. Alright. You have not done EO in a group, so you'll take my word for it. I had a really good time doing EO with my friends. We did like 2 runs together, and then I did another run with like another group of people, I think. EO in a group was actually my favorite deep dungeon. Like, if we're looking at every deep dungeon only as a group, PUTD was actually the least fun one I did. It would have to be between Heaven on High and EO. And I think I liked EO a little more than Heaven on High. Overall. Because like EO felt pretty engaging the whole time. Well, PUTD as a group, it's like, it's way too long to get to the fun part. That's the issue. I think it's pretty fun when you get to like 180, but it's way too long to get there. So yes, it's the like if I had a checkpoint at 115 a group, that would be quite enjoyable. Heaven on High, as like kind of takes a while to get the hard part, but like it's really fun when you get the hard part. The issue with Heaven on High, those your pumps are just too good. So like, as long as you have one guy who knows what he's doing, which unfortunately in my case, well, that's me. So I can't really be in a situation where it's like I can't really be doing a group run where no one, like, where we don't know what we're doing, right? So then because I know what I'm doing, then even I very simplified, because then I know when to match side, when to like use your palms, etc. In fact, I have all these macros to do it. I got deep dungeon macros somewhere. All of these are deep dungeon macros, so like because of that, Evanalizer group is a little too like smooth. EO felt like it had the right amount of chaos, because then in EO it's like if someone gets hit by a mechanic, then suddenly the bird starts casting like a fuck you meteor, and then you're like, oh shit, I've never seen that. I'm not using Arcane. It says you discover a piece of the Ekper sword. I mean, I didn't do it, but I'll take the bag. I'll do a portion poison fruit there. Do you think in match 40 there's people that get pissed off if you use bombs? It's like you use a poison fruit and then one guy just starts arguing with you. That like, no, actually this was a bad time to use it. You've been with the in match 40 with very angry people. That got one nice score. Sure. I mean, he needs silvers. I don't think I would do enough match groups to like get to that point where like I get someone that's angry, but I could see it happen, right? Dude, I did a very long time ago, I did a PUTD PF run. Like there was a random PF for PUTD and I was like, sure, I'll do it. There was a guy, he kept trying to tell me the way commanders work. Even though I had the Necromancer title on my head, he just kept arguing with me about how commanders work. Like, he was telling me that fortune only applied to the monsters in the room you're in, right? And I was like... I wasn't even flaunting my title or anything. I wasn't even, like, telling him, like, oh, shut up, I'm a Necromancer. No, I was just telling him, no, that's not how it works. But he would not hear he would not, like, listen. And then he kept arguing about, like, altar and then other things. And I was like, bro... And then that group died. There was a voice chat, and I was like, oh sure, why not? I'll join the voice chat, and the group died because this guy and another guy, they kept arguing about if Sword Art Online was good or not. And then I don't know why it really frustrated one of them, and one of them left. Nice, dude. Earth and Nodder. Ooh. Stun. I was ready for everyone to die. I guess if you can stun everything, man, it's probably hard to lose a run to alluring. You're probably gonna have 2 or 3 guys in every group that have a stun. Insane value, bro. Now this is true purification value there. Never seen before. I got Mimic shot. No, I'm gonna get fucked. Oh no, wait, can stun him. I'm good. Where should be the votives of Yo? Well, I guess it's like the rare thing. Like in a way, yeah, but they don't really feel the same role. Go get that gold, bro. You got it. He's gonna pull the Mimic, by the way. Yep. This is where I crash out in party chat. I'm gonna crash out, dude. I can't believe I wasted 10 seconds. You should be like you should be happy if someone goes to go get a chest at a weird time, because then that's like a 15 second you get to yourself. You get to alt tap for 15 seconds and do what you want. I wish people went for chess all the time. Well, that one-shotted. Look at him go. I got fuck all aetherpool, by the way. So. Whoa, instant, dude. I'm so sorry about the mechanic you're about to do. Oh, it turns out... Oh, sleep. I can't believe I got a player that's using sleep. Is this really the PF experience, man? A healer, a guy using sleep? This Scooby-Doo fucking Mimic, bro. Out of nowhere. mean, there's no reason to keep my palms, right? Because I'm losing them anyway on the next set. In the original QTD in Tactic Order, there was a neutral powerful monster that would ignore everyone else, but if you or the enemy hit them, they would attack who hit them. Kind of reminds me of neutral creep camps in Warcraft 3. I mean, the Dread Beast unfortunately does not ignore you. It will be very angry if you like get close to it. It's kind of crazy that Ace, like, it applies it to the whole party. Kind of nuts. I'm assuming monsters like the snake, they hit like a random guy whenever they... Well, they like face a random person whenever they do their thing. Are we exploring? Sure. I guess the only reason you do these sets is just to get aetherpool. So... Wow, I got actually no aetherpool from anything, I think. Well, I'm gonna get some from the boss, so that's it. We got a bard and a maze. Oh, I guess I should not have used I should not have used the bard because I probably should have let someone else use it so they get the HP. My bad. I wasn't thinking of that. Or do we all get the HP? Oh wait, do we all get the HP value? Oh, everyone gets the HP. Oh, okay, never mind. Does it? Can you double it more than once? There's no way, right? There's no way it would let you double it more than once, right? Like you have 4 bars, it's multiplied by 4 times. That seems very unlikely. You can? Like you could have 4 bars. No, but like, does it double the HP every time? Like, so would it double it 4 times? You had 4? Well, 3. Well, that's gonna hurt. Wow, it didn't die. Mars OP. No, I tried to give the commendation. I got 4 sacks of gilded light. Why? I'm not sure why. Oh, the dot stacks? Oh my god, bro. You must explode floor 99. What? What the fuck? What do you mean my aetherpool isn't high enough, bro? These guys explode. What the fuck do you mean? Really, dude? I just cleared alone with no aetherpool. That's ridiculous. That's actually ridiculous. That's way too high, man. 81. You don't need 81 aetherpool for 60s, dude. That is ridiculous. Now that sucks because if I do the same set, I don't even think it's gonna get me to 81. God, that's stupid as hell. Dude, what do you mean 81? I was told the requirement to queue for 70 is insanely high. It's like something like 94 aetherpool, I think is what I was told. That's crazy. Like, that's actually crazy. If you need 94 aetherpool for the 70s. What PvP map is it today? Oh yeah, it's silver. We checked earlier. The PvP is calling to me. Do you know what? Let's just do like a few PvP matches and call it. I haven't done PvP in like 2 entire patches. Oh, never mind. They choose that. God, man. I thought the queue's dead. That's weird. Usually the queue's alive when it's reset. I don't know. Maybe let's do like one more and then I'm good. Like, I don't know. It seems like it's gonna, like, because basically I would have to do the 60s twice to then do this. Sorry, I would have to do the 50s twice to then do the 60s once. But then I couldn't even do 71. I have to do the 70. I would have to like do the 51, 60 a few times. It seems like a lot of trouble. Like, I feel like at this point I'd rather get my aetherpool doing some kind of like soloing thing. So like pretty much anything that's not a, like, I guess we could do a first person run and then just build up the aetherpool like that. Which instance do you stock up when you can get multiple of one? I think you should keep a barge in your bag at all time. And basically it's just your boss commander. Then the other two, honestly, it's kind of up to you. I think there's value to keeping 2 bards. Because then it's just 2 bosses that you have the pump for. But then if you feel like you don't care about having 2 bards, I would just like... I wouldn't really keep anything. I would just find whatever you find. You would rather find a poison fruit than a maze. Like, a maze is basically a worse poison fruit. Poison fruit being match site. But the only thing that matters is just have like 1 bard in your bag, and that's like your boss bard. And then you just, whenever you use it, you just try and get another one. The rest doesn't matter. I wouldn't really keep the rest for anything. If you're very, well, I will say, but what change my mind? Let's just, I'm just done with this for today. I feel like it's more, I'm better using my time if I just do a solo run to get my aetherpool. What was I saying? Oh yeah, if you're about to do a boss and you're very, like, not confident against the boss, let's say, like, you know, the cactus on floor 60 is a lot of people's wall. So like, let's say you're about to do floor 60 and you're very unsure about your, like, you able to do the boss. Well, of course you want to have a bard for it. But then in that case, keeping a poison fruit for it is not a bad idea, because on a lot of the bosses, if you fail the mechanic, like, you see it coming, right? Like, usually if you fail a boss in PT, you see it coming. Like, you failed something and then you know you're dead in a second. So technically, if you keep poison fruit for like these situations, you have like a get out of jail card. In fact, that's what I did on my first clear. My first clear, I had a poison fruit on the Malik Tender, and then I fucked up something that was like, alright, let me use it. I'm not even sure if it was gonna kill me. I just didn't even risk it. I just used it. But yes, I would personally, I would never not bark a boss. Excluding floor 40. I think floor 40 you can get a win on using a bark. I think every other boss you should bark it. You will not have to for time, but I think you're risking more by just staying against the boss for longer without double HP. Alright, I don't know why I got bags from this, by the way. Gilded Light, I think it gave me. Like, do you just get bags for queuing up? No, it's not just from... Oh no, but I got them... Oh no, we probably looted them, actually. We looted a few of them. I don't know. Badges are worthless anyway. So see, that's the thing, right? It's like you have to get out of the PUTD airline mindset there. Technically, if you get to the boss with 20 minutes, you don't have to bark it because you don't need the time. But you have to look at it not in a time way. You have to look at it from like a risk, like a point of view of like the risk. So, can you do floor 80 for like 8 minutes without bark? Probably. But like, is it really worth it? Because now you're fighting the boss twice as much and you don't have the double HP, right? I feel like you're risking less if you just bar the boss, fight it for 5 minutes, but then with double HP instead. And that's true for almost every boss in my opinion. Like if you don't use a bar, realistically you're gonna use it on the floor instead. And like sure, but I personally think the bar on the boss is more likely to save you than it is to save you on the floor. Like the only floors that maybe that's not true for is like the specifically when you reach that 95 mark, there's like floors that have a ton of patrol on them. I think maybe there a bar could save you because you can kill the patrols before they all run into you. But then at the same time, I don't really see how you would get to 95. And you don't have like 20 palms to use anyway. Like it seems very unlikely to happen. Okay, anyway, that's gonna be it for today. A bit of a short stream. That's fine. Tomorrow. How the hell do you get this? I want this. Exciting dynamite. Did you get it from there? No clue. So yeah, anyway, tomorrow we're gonna do a Sunday tier list. We're gonna be doing tier list Sunday. We're gonna be doing 2 or 3 tier lists all at once. Well, not at once, but like back to back on stream. So I want to do a tier list for PT, which I'm warning you will not be as interesting as you think, and also it's kind of like not that important. We're mostly gonna be comparing like the roles with each other. So like we're gonna be comparing melee versus range versus caster, etc. So there's that. After that, we'll do a commander tier list. I think I'm gonna rank the commanders by like their design, how like good I think the design of them is. And then we might do a monster tier list design too, because I did it in all the deep dungeons already, and it could be fun in PT. But I maybe will not do it tomorrow for that one. We'll see. So yeah, tomorrow's not gonna be actual gameplay. It's gonna be just tier listing. Just a bunch of tier listing. Oh yeah, but anyway, so that's gonna be it for today. I'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern, around there. And we're gonna be doing more, we're gonna be doing tier listing. Also, the Quantum Clear, I will probably put on my YouTube this evening too, for people that wanna like watch it for a POV. It's a caster POV. If that interests anyone. So, my scoring clear? No, my Quantum clear. My Quantum 40 clear. My scoring... I think I have a scoring clear that I'm supposed to like publish too. I haven't made the thumbnail for it though. I think it was like Pecto or Darknar or something. Do you speedrun all the floors for scoring? Nope. You speedrun 150, 160 if you know what you're doing. And then if you really want to optimize, you speedrun maybe 1 or 2 more with some luck. But anyway, that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one, guys.